Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amber Esparza, and I'm a new hire trainer for a Fortune 500 company. And as one of the new hire trainers, I'm one of the very few people that our new employees get to interact with within the first 30 days of their employment. Because of this factor, it never fails that in almost every new hire class, there's a couple of people that tend to struggle with some of their onboarding tasks. These tasks include general information, direct deposit, and even things like their tax forms. There are two questions that I generally get asked in every single class, so I want to take a few moments to talk with you about this topic. Now, it's not going to be the most fun topic, but it is important to understand. So it is my goal that by the end of this video, you will understand a little more about what allowances are and the best way to utilize them on your income tax forms. When you're completing your W-4 forms as the new hire, or even as a current employee, because you can make adjustments throughout the year, it's important to identify the number of allowances that you want to utilize on these tax forms. So first we need to kind of identify what an allowance is. According to the popular tax preparation company H&R Block, an allowance is a way to reduce the amount of money that is set aside, or also known as a withheld money, from your paycheck in order to pay your income taxes. Please keep in mind that you are not locked into what you enter in at your form during hiring. No, in fact, you can actually change it throughout the year if you experience a life event that impacts your financial situation. You can update these allowances at any point in time. So now I bet you're kind of wondering, how does it work? Well, your employer withholds or sets aside a portion of your paycheck to pay your portion of the income taxes. So if you were to claim zero, for example, or no allowances, your employer sets aside or withholds the maximum amount allowed. Generally speaking, if you do not claim enough allowances, you end up overpaying your taxes. This is how we end up with getting a refund check the next year. For each number of allowances, the amount set aside changes. Less money will be withheld and your check will be a little higher or a little bigger than you're used to. So if you were to claim one or more allowances, your employer will withhold less of your pay to go towards your income taxes, and you will receive more money on the actual check. But, and this is a very big but, you must be very careful in claiming too much. The higher the number of allowances, the more likely you may be penalized or owe money when you come to file your taxes at the end of the next year or the beginning of next year. Now, IRS.gov does refer to this as a penalty and is also called an underpayment penalty. And I don't know about you, but I don't like owing money to the IRS. The last and final question that one of my new employees asked me probably the most is, what number should I put? And the honest truth, I can't tell you that. You actually have to make that decision for yourself. With the understanding that you have gained through this so far, or working with a certified tax professional, as well as the multiple available tools that are available to you guys, you can determine actually what is the best option for you. Only you really truly know what your life situation is, and because of the amount you owe on taxes will vary based on things such as your filing status, such as single or married, income amount, do you have one or multiple incomes, and if you even have dependents. So while many of us get to enjoy getting a refund check, it may not actually be the best option for you. Extra money on your paycheck may be better so you can pay your bills or even build savings. CommunityTax.com recommends that you pay about 90% of your owed tax throughout the year. This type of recommendation would allow for more money on your check, but less or possibly no refund check the next year. In closing, an allowance is a way to get a little more money on your paycheck, but less will go towards your income tax withholding. Typically, if you claim less allowances, you get a larger tax refund. If you claim more allowances, you get a larger paycheck. There is no magical number that works for everyone when it comes to allowances. Only you know your true financial situation best. Seek a certified professional or challenge yourself when you get home to use the tax withholding estimator that is found on irs.gov to determine if you are paying enough or if you're at risk for a penalty. Please don't forget that you can also adjust this during the year if you found that it is set too low or even too high. Have a great afternoon and thank you.